빌 게이츠 게이츠재단 이사장이 21일 오후 국회 외교통일위원회에서 열린 한국의 글로벌 조건 기여와 리더십 간담회에서 한국은 세계에서 거의 유일하게 수혜국에서 선진 공여국으로 전환한 나라라며 공적개발원조 예산을 GDP의 0.7%까지 확대해 줄 것을 요청했습니다. 그는 또 AI기술이 글로벌 보건 개선에 강력한 역할을 할 것이라고 강조했습니다.
Well, good afternoon. It's great to be here and see the enthusiasm for global health. It really has been an unbelievable 25 years of progress. If you told me in 2000 that we'd be able to cut child to death from 10 million to under 5 million during this time period, I wouldn't have believed it because that's far faster than at any time in history. And that was achieved because of innovation and generosity. And in fact, my belief is that we can reduce child to death and deaths from other infectious diseases even faster in the next 20 years than we have in the last 25. And that's why I've committed all of my resources to this effort. South Korea has been a strong partner. We've funded over $400 million of R&D here in South Korea together with the government and had good results for that. And there's three things that we can do to increase the impact that our partnership creates. The first, as was mentioned, is that South Korea has gone from being an aid recipient to now an aid donor, which sets a fantastic example. It's the only recipient that's ever become one of the rich countries. Many aid recipients have moved to be middle-income countries, and so they no longer receive aid, but none has yet gone all the way to become a rich country that's an aid donor. Over time, hopefully you can take your current level of aid giving, which is about 0.29% of GDP or less than 1% of the budget, up to the level that's very generous, which is the 0.7% level. So that's one lever, is the overall aid budget, is to really review the makeup of the aid activities and focus on the areas that have highest impact. The world has learned a lot about aid quality in the last 25 years, and the understanding, the ability to measure impact in many areas, particularly the health area, is very, very strong. The two organizations that I can speak very strongly about are Gavi, which buys vaccines, and Global Fund, which buys medicine for HIV, TB, and malaria. These organizations are saving lives for less than $1,000 per life saved, and so it's almost, I'd say, a factor of 10 more impactful than some of the other aid categories. Of course, you'll want a balance of activities. For the G7 donors, the multilateral health, including the two I mentioned, is typically around 15% of their overall aid budget. And so it's a great opportunity to make a review. Unfortunately, in aid, whatever the weakest program is the one that often gets into the newspaper, and so it can tarnish the overall effort because people won't focus on, how miraculous the really strong stuff is. So we have to be, vigilant and very careful, and I think this is a good time to make that review. And finally, the third area, which is very, very exciting, is to tap into innovation in South Korea to create breakthrough new tools that can be save many lives and be very low cost. And I would say a lot of great examples already exist of that. As I said, the foundation has granted our partners here over $400 million. And the variety of activities is very large. You know, we work with the large organizations here, so, you know, some great projects with Samsung and LG and SK, who all have groups doing amazing work. We work with smaller companies like SD Biosensor or Ulogic that does many things. Did I say that right? Biologics. It does many things, including a cholera vaccine. And then with nonprofit groups like the International Vaccine Institute and the Wright Foundation, which are both fantastic, and we could probably increase what's done there. And, you know, so between those three things, even though it's a world in turmoil and a lot of challenges, you know, I'm very optimistic. We will be using AI for both tool discovery with our partners and AI to help with the delivery, to give people health advice and education and agricultural advice, and you know those tools are getting very, very powerful. So thank you for the partnership and the commitment to grow it in the years ahead.